Hey everyone, thank you for clicking this video. I am your host Brian. Thank you for clicking this video on the BrianTMurray YouTube channel. I just wanted to do a different type of encouragement session because I am 2 days away, going on one, from my 1 year anniversary of having my YouTube channel. So I wanted to take a moment. I won't be long. I just wanted to take a moment and just reflect. What has it been like doing this, the thing that I dreaded doing over the past 4 years? Oh my God. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness. Bless God. Y'all don't understand. It was frightening, the idea of putting myself out in front, and because it's cool. Last year in 2019, teaching in Wegmans, and those who are familiar with Wegmans setup, they have a lounge area where a lot of people can come and study, and your mid students, whatever, they have plenty of couches and tables and chairs and so forth and so on. So like that's always an area where folks are tutoring, studying, teaching, group sessions, whatever, blah 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 blah. So in 2019, some of you may be familiar. I've taught Kingdom Prosperity, encouragement sessions, my Bible study. I taught that for 10 months in the Wegmans near me, where I live, and that was a very interesting experience because I haven't done something like that in about 20 years. Okay, when I was in college, I was holding Bible studies almost weekly, having Bible studies with my then girlfriend. I was having Bible studies with some friends I knew at the dorms. I was holding Bible study after work. My manager allowed me to use the green room and everything. I had Bible study, in the library, and I mean, in college, man, I was busy, man. I was doing 18 plus credits. I was working 25, 30 hours a week and holding Bible study like it was nothing. Please, me getting sleep, that was a rarity. So I haven't done anything like that in about 20 years, and let me tell you, it's different. It is different. People have changed in 20 years, and what I mean by that is, I was dealing with younger people, okay, not like teenagers, but young adults, okay. So in their generation, it really was different because the world was more sensitive. The world was more, touchy and everything. So like, you couldn't come with the same approach you did 20 years ago. However, you did have a responsibility to make everything seem relevant to them. So that was an eye-opening experience doing that for 10 months. So, to tell the story how I got into this, it was actually by the CEO of Valuetainment, Patrick Bet-David, the CEO. I was at work. I had my earbuds in, so while I'm working, I'm using that time to listen to podcasts and teachings and everything. So Patrick Bet-David, he is telling the story on how people are making millions off of their ideas and inventions and everything. Okay, cool. You expect that. But he said something very interesting. He said, so all of you that don't have a world-breaking idea, you can use something else. You can use your voice. He said, if you can use these avenues, and he was pointing to social media. Let me tell you, I was not on social media. I had a Twitter account. I haven't used it in like 3-4 years. He said, if you can use your voice and put it through social media, if you're good enough at it and you present yourself well and you keep working at it and making the presentation better or whatever, people will eventually start paying you for it. And I heard that part, and the getting paid part meant nothing to me. What meant something to me was when he used the word influence. Because those who know me know that influence it is a big word with me. Why? Because influence is a kingdom word. It is a kingdom word. Jesus is who he is because of his influence. Jesus is God. So a lot of things that he can do and get done is because of his influence. He has his influence over everyone and everything. So the idea that I can have an influence, even though I didn't invent Tesla, is, yeah. So I'm looking at everybody else and how great they are and the great things that they can do and everything, but I wasn't looking enough at myself. I knew I can do it, I just didn't want to do it. So as he was saying it, I remember I was sitting at my desk at work and I said, I'm going to do it. I don't know how, but I'm going to do it. So a young lady I was communicating with at the time, I texted her and I was so excited and I told her, she was like, go ahead, you know, do it. I was like, I want you to help produce it with me. She was like, I'm not doing that. That's something for you to do. And besides, I don't have the time. And I was like, see, you're hesitating doing something because it's not perfectly made out. Let me tell you, you don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. In this age of information, all you have time to do is go head first. Go head first. Figure the rest out as you go. The way Kevin Samuels said, he says, we build the airplane as we fly it. We build the airplane as we fly it. And that's how it has to be. Look, when I look at other YouTube influencers and their videos, I'm like, I don't know how to do any of that. But it doesn't make me want to stop doing what I do know how to do. You have to learn and go, learn and grow, learn and go, learn and grow. That's how you handle it. That's how it works. So that was just very cool. I'm roughly about 200 videos in 1 year. What? Insane. How do you go from not doing anything to doing a lot of content? When you see yourself as a brand, even though no one is impressed by it or see you as such, it gets, this is your business. This is your business, you know? You have to figure it out. You have to get yourself out there. And besides, what also encourages me is some of the stuff that some of these people put out, and it's like, and you're proud of that? But there's obviously a market for it. And I'm like, okay. So I was talking to a friend a couple years ago. Her nickname is Sunshine. I was talking to Sunshine, and I was like, I want to do a podcast. She's like, okay, about what? It was like, I want to do like Bill Simmons, because I really admire the Podfather. I want to do like Bill Simmons, and I want to do a podcast where, like him, he doesn't just talk about sports. He talks about everything. He talks to his dad. He talks to his friends from college. It's like, chemistry is very interesting. So like whoever he talks to he always had crazy chemistry with. So I'm like, I want to do that. It's like I don't want to just teach the Bible. I want to talk about other things. And, just having your own platform and just having your own creativity and, just do it. Just go for it. It's just been really, another thing about all this, it has been very therapeutic. Because as I was telling my father over one of my birthday dinners last month, a man will spend his whole life in his mind if someone does not rescue him to come out. And for me, the person who rescued me was Patrick Bet David. Because I have all these great thoughts, and so in 2019 I'm teaching at Wegmans, but I was like, cool. If no one's available this week, I'm not going to teach. It's like, I can have like a night off. I'm working 10 hours a day. It'll be great to just go straight home for once. So and again, thank you to Chelsea, and thank you to Belinda, thank you to Namir. Folks supported me in 2019, man. It's crazy. I don't focus on how long they supported me or how didn't. I'm just grateful that they did. Okay. Do you know that T.D. Jakes said when he first started preaching, he couldn't even find 10 people to want to listen to him preach? He couldn't find 10 people. And pre-COVID, this man was selling out stadiums, not just arenas, stadiums. So it's crazy. This is what you got to go through. This is what you got to go. You got to go through the process. It doesn't have to look like this per se. It's because we have 11-year-old kids having, 200,000 followers, 11 years old. Okay, so yeah, this whole internet thing has just made everything equal, man. It just equalized a lot of stuff. It just ruled out a lot of excuses. It's like, you can do this. Just stop whining, stop complaining. You can do this. So it's just been a lot, So, but to talk from my heart multiple times a week, not just my heart, obviously. It's hours of studying and teaching and reading that is reading and studying that goes in before I do these videos, and some where I'm just freestyling like this one. You're actually relieved. It's like, woo, woo, because doing these Genesis chapters and these Matthews and St. Mark's chapters, I'm in my room, information spread out, learning, reading, reflecting, talking to God, He's showing me things and so forth and so on, so it's crazy, man. But it's been one crazy ride, man. It's been one crazy ride creating content as much as I and y'all, I'm not surprised how disciplined I've been towards it. I'm not surprised. It's because, I wouldn't, a Saturday would come, the games are on, I have my friends, down at Yard House, waiting for me and trying to see what time I'm coming in or whatever. But none of that happens until I do the work first. It's a good feeling when you have done 3 hours of filming, 7 hours of filming, and then you go out, you have a good dinner and watch the games and everything. Everything is socially distanced and everything, and watch the college games and all this other stuff. That's a great feeling. It's a great feeling logging off and going having a good dinner somewhere. That's a great feeling, and that's my way of rewarding myself. It's like, I eat at home. I eat like I got sense when I'm home. But as a reward, after doing a day of filming, go out and get some nachos. Yeah, life is good. It's the simple things. It's the simple things, you know. So, yeah, it's been a lot of teaching, a lot of sharing. Talked a lot about my family. Talked a lot about my church, my first church, and my current church. Talked about a lot of friends. Talked about love interests. You know, it's like, oh my goodness, it's like, see, people will follow you if you give them a window to get to know you. Something that Pastor Swaggart said to Mike Murdoch years ago when Mike Murdoch was getting into the ministry. He said, give the people an opportunity to know you so they can be at peace with you. Like what? Give the people opportunity to know you so they can be at peace with you. And that's what it's like. Doing this for a year now and opening up in just all random ways. It's like I'm giving people an opportunity to know me. And it's strange is because I didn't want that to happen. You know? My sister and I, we started out second ministry together years ago. And then in this conversation, it came up. What if we did Bible study, but we recorded it? Just talking, spitballing. And I was like, absolutely not. Why? Because the thought was just so embarrassing. Even then, it took T.D. Jakes when Pastor Corey Brooks, the rooftop pastor, invited us to his church in Chicago. And he said, I'm having T.D. Jakes teach a couple of nights on business. And I was like, we're so there. We were his VIPs. And listening to T.D. Jakes preach on fruitfulness, I remember calling my sister on her cell phone. She was in her hotel room. I was in mine. And I was saying to her, hey, she was like, hey, you know, we got to do this radio thing, right? She was like, yeah, we got to do it. And I was like, oh, because she first started doing radio because she had a political podcast. Our friend Jennifer got her into it. And when she told me, I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. She was like, you got to listen. And it's like, that's not my thing. You want me to listen to something that I don't care about? This was years ago. And then one day I broke down and listened, and then I texted her. I was like, yeah, I'm listening. When I started this, I never did that to her. I never did that to her. The number one thing they tell you about building a YouTube channel is to let all your friends know, all your family's members know, and they gotta follow, they gotta subscribe. That's how you make it grow. Because when you first do a channel, it's going to start off slow. You gotta have your pocket of friends and family that is with. You know what? I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. This is why. I did not want to do that. And I realized I probably stunted my channel's growth for by 3 years by doing it this way. My philosophy is, I do not want to have a message, and if the message does not go out well, I do not want to blame the people. I want to blame myself. It's because my thought to myself is, I just got to keep making it better. If I make the product better, people won't have a choice but to like it. When Jesus was doing his ministry, his product was impeccable because he taught the kingdom of God, and then after he was finished preaching and teaching, he showed proof by doing miracles. He had a 1,000% attendance rate. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to just do it my way. I didn't want to listen to 20 different people. Oh, this is how you go about it, or why you doing that, or whatever. You need to have some people to listen to, but you can't listen to everybody. And I wanted to focus on doing it my way, something I can totally control, and just enjoy the process. Every time I have talked about my channel, it has been a handful full of people. It's like, what? You have a channel? Send me a link. Send me a link. Now I'll do it this way if I just so happen to bring it up. But yeah, I'm not. I never wanted to hustle this as a, hey man, listen to me, please, listen to me, please listen to me, please. Chris Simmons for NBC Sports, for his podcast Unbuttoned, when he's doing his promo for like subscribers, at the very end, that's what he does. I think it's so charming, and I think it's hilarious, and I just enjoy watching him do that. Though I did not want to do that. No. The whole begging thing, I'm still not doing that. No. I have my Cash App and my Venmo information down, and like I don't ask people to. It's like, if you appreciate it, please donate. But yeah, it's not. And when, see, the thing is, when you're telling that to your people, they will take you up on it. They will take you up on it. But it's like, yeah, man, I'm cool. I'm just cool. I'm just cool. I like that people do ask for money. I like that because they have a right to ask for money. I like when people don't ask for it. For me, I'm just indifferent about it. I just am. It's like, because my focus is the product, not who's giving, how much, how many subscribers I have. It's like my focus on is giving, creating the product, content, how much of it, so forth, so on. So I'm just so grateful, man, because this thing has been this channel has blessed me. It has blessed me because it has unlocked a whole lot of feelings, a whole lot of thoughts. I'm teaching the Bible, but you're also learning about me. And people like that. They like an opportunity to get to know you better. So I'm just so grateful, man. And doing this every year, doing this every week. Over the summer, I took a 5-week break, and I'm like, I probably won't ever do that again. Why? Because I've done it for a year now, and it's like, even though it's good for the weekend to come and you do what it is you want, it's like, nah, I gotta put the 7 hours of filming in. Yeah, the videos is only 90 minutes, 2 hours, 30 minutes, whatever. But to do all this all at once, yeah, it takes like a day. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just grateful, y'all. I'm just grateful. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for liking my videos. I'm looking at the dashboard now. 2 people liked my couple of my previous videos, and I just found out today, like thanks. Because I've been so conditioned not to be listened to that I'm surprised when people do listen to me. So I'm just grateful, y'all. I'm just grateful. So, in year 2, what it is we have to look forward to as we go through, we should be coming up on the book of Exodus. So we will be getting into Moses, the greatest leader outside of Jesus, the greatest leader this planet has ever seen. We're going to start getting into Moses. We are going to, in the New Testament, we are going to start getting into Luke and John. The whole Moses part in terms of prosperity, we're going to be taking apart his leadership lessons. You know, I heard T.D. Jakes say years ago, he said, I can teach all day on leadership lessons from Moses. And me, by me doing Kingdom Prosperity, that's what I'll just indirectly end up doing. Okay? It's like, prosperity is not just money. Prosperity is the prosperity is the absence of nothing. Okay, it's like you have everything. Just imagine having everything. It's not a money word, it's a supply word. You have a supply of forgiveness, you have a supply of love. You know, your lights are on all the time, you know, and you know, having AC in the summer, heat in the winter. You know, it's just things you take for granted. Nothing broken, nothing lacking, nothing missing, you know. So, getting in my Bible study, Luke and John, we're going to be seeing it from their points of view. And we have the open platform of encouragement sessions. It's like, I may have a passage of scripture, I may not. You know, it's just, you know, just I just really, you know, this channel is through me, but it's for the people. So you know, we want to give people what it is that they want. So just very grateful, and just doing this for a year, and I'm just so I did my first video, which was February 1st, 2020, and it was the tribute to Kobe Bryant. That was my first ever video. And if you go to my IG page or sort through my videos, you'll find my first ever video. It's like, before I teach the Bible, I need to talk about Kobe Bryant. So yeah, I'm just grateful. So, all right, y'all, keep me in prayer, and I just appreciate all y'all support. You know, levels as far as streaming live, I want to do that, but I want to kind of solidify our audience. You know, I will stream live for one person if I know that one person will be there. I told my friends when I was teaching in Wegmans, I was like, I don't care who doesn't come out, but if one person show up, I'm there teaching. But if no one's there, you know, so the same rules apply to live streaming and Patreon. Folks got Patreon like it's nothing. You know, I'm supporting my cousin Eric on his Patreon and everything, and all his content and everything. I would like to do something like that, but it's going to take a while to build a fan base. You know, people will watch your videos for like two to 3 years before they say anything. You know, so I know that, so that's why, you know, it takes building. It takes building. I know there are formulas and ways, and people can do this in a matter of weeks, matter of months. You know, but I like what Stephen Cole said. He said, look, when he moved from Milwaukee to Austin, I believe, he's like, and he built his YouTube. It was like, it wasn't easy. People was not liking it. People was not following it. They wasn't sharing the videos. But now he can make a video of him coughing, and 22,000 people will like it. Okay, so yeah, you just have to build certain things, you know. So I'm just so grateful. Also, a year of crazy outfits. I mean, the fitted hats, the hoodies, the scarves, the t-shirts. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, I'm just being me. I'm just being me. I mean, I just enjoy it, you know, all the different hats. You know, I just enjoy it. I just enjoy it. I mean, y'all, I go to church as rules, you go to work as rules, but when you have that little segment in life where you can be yourself and don't have to apologize for it, do it. You know, so yeah, but if you watch closely, it was at least once I had a shirt and tie on. A couple of maybe a handful full of times I was buttoned all the way up, you know. So you never know what it is you are going to get from me. But I love y'all. I hope y'all love me. If not, all good. So you know, I've embedded a lot of information in this first year of videos about different people, about myself, not in terms of calling names or anything, but just telling a lot of stories, you know, and things that I've been through, things I've witnessed, stuff that people have told me and everything. And the cool thing, everyone is protected. You don't know if I'm talking about something that happened last week or something that happened in 2002. You know what I'm saying? Because it's important to me that people feel safe with me, you know. So I'm still the same way, still protecting folks, even when folks have done me wrong, and I've told the story. You know, it's still all good, still protective of them. You know, so all right, y'all. We are past the 30-minute mark. I just wanted to say a quick thank you video for my 1 year video. So we have an exciting second year together. Thank you, God. Amen. Take care. Keep me in prayer. Bye.